I'm trying to find the words for how I want to start this video, because normally when I do my videos, I start with like a tangentially related subject. I try to like lead you guys in kind of an essay style, and then I will get into the meat of my discussion and actually actively talk about what I'm doing. I try to structure my videos in a way that is friendly to the entry of what I'm doing, right? I don't want to just slam you guys with the subject of the video and then give my opinion and then, you know, go out of here. I want to actually give you guys some things to think about. My videos are mostly about discussion and being thought-provoking. I want to attempt not only to give my opinion, but I also want to create a place where people can talk about ideas and understanding. But there are some things that are just not, if you are against what I'm about to say, I don't think you're a person I want in my life, right? I don't think you're a person that I want around me. So the Silent Hill 2 remake recently came out, and I've been trying to get my hands on it. Unfortunately, I am broke, because I would like to play it, because Silent Hill 2 is considered one of the best, not only horror games of all time, but one of the best games of all time. And from the reviews and the people who have played it, the Silent Hill 2 remake is considered one of the best remakes of all time, and not only plays into the spirit of the original, but makes it better. And I would love to experience that. It sounds like, the way people are talking about Silent Hill 2 remake, it doesn't just sound like a game that is good, it sounds like an experience, something like The Last of Us, right? The Last of Us was not just a good game, it was an experience, a story that you got lost in and immersed in, and you felt like was a really just a different type of thing, right? I consider The Last of Us to be one of the greatest games ever made because of it. And so I really want to play Silent Hill 2, but unfortunately, Silent Hill 2 has been attacked in recent months by the anti-woke crowd. Now, I've spoken again and again how there will be a video on anti-woke gamers. It is in the works. It's going to be one of my bigger projects, so it's going to take a little bit before I get to it, because there's a lot of shit that I've got to sloth through in order to actively talk about the plague that is anti-woke. But if you ever needed a reason to not like anti-woke gamers, today I bring you a clip from somebody who, I'm not even sure who this is. The way people talk about it, he's apparently a big streamer or a big YouTuber, but this is one of the most disgusting things that I have ever heard in my life. So for the context of the scene that is playing in the background, the character is having a mental breakdown. She is a CSA victim, which I'm not going to say because YouTube algorithms will strike me down, but she is a CSA victim, and she is currently in the story like scared of men because of what happened to her as a child, and his response was this:
"You could just force me like you always do."
Bitch, don't flatter yourself, please. I wouldn't even rip you.
Now, thankfully, the clip that I had found was merely 15 seconds in length. There wasn't like, if there was more to that disgusting joke, then there wasn't. It wasn't posted, and I didn't have to listen to that guy for another single solitary second. But this is disgusting behavior among disgusting behaviors, right? In the world of comedy, I feel like a lot of people like don't understand this, but in the world of comedy, there is a difference between dark humor and edgy humor. And edgy humor is often humor that doesn't base itself in any sort of punchline. There's this very famous tweet that goes around, it's a screen cap tweet, and it says, "Male humor be like rape." And then it's got some laughing emojis. And basically what the concept of that tweet is saying is that far too many people will say that something is just a joke, but then the punchline ends up being horrific things, right? Dark humor is something like, why is it okay to bully an orphan kid? What are they gonna do? Tell their parents? Right? That has a setup and it has a punchline, and the punchline is that there are no parents for them to tell, right? That is dark humor. Edgy humor is, I'm going to assault you. I'm going to harm you. right? The act is somehow the punchline, and that is not funny and never has been funny. It's not that you can't joke about topics like the R word or SA or things like that. It's the fact that when you use those actions as the punchline, you are no longer joking about those things, you are treating those things as a joke. And there's a significant difference in that when we're talking about anything. And in the gaming space, this specific kind of behavior, the fact that this is pushed out and deemed acceptable by these large creators, is damaging to gaming as a whole, the gaming culture as a whole. Talk to any woman who spends like any amount of time in any voice chat in any game ever, and she will tell you how often she feels like she can't exist without getting serious shit thrown at her just because of the fact she's a woman. I did a video last week, or a couple weeks ago. I think you're going to be seeing this video on either the Monday or the Sunday. But I did a video last week about how children in gaming are becoming more and more insufferable because parents are not teaching their kids any better. They're not teaching their kids etiquette in life, and therefore their gaming etiquette has fallen down. Children are more toxic, they're more frustrating, and all this other stuff. But something that I probably should have brought up in that video that I didn't think to bring up was the fact that influencers have the same effect on children. There's a clip that I saw one time, I'll see if I can find it to play it for you, where Sneeko meets two of his underage fans, and both of them immediately start bashing gay people. And Sneeko's like immediate reaction was to go like completely slack-jawed. Like he was just like,
What did you say? Fuck the woman, fuck the woman.
What? No, wait.
Sneeko.
We love women. We love women. We love women.
But not like transgenders.
Yes, sir. We love everybody.
Okay.
No.
All gays
Yeah,
should
fuck
die.
yeah, merch, preach.
because he couldn't believe what the kids were saying, but he's the reason those kids were saying that. He taught the children to bash gay people, so of course that's what they're gonna do. And the same thing happens in the gaming space. When toxic gamers, when toxic streamers, when misogynists, transphobes, homophobes, all these people get famous, they have a massive audience, and portion of that audience is underage. And children, like I said in my last video, are sponges. They absorb everything, and their personalities and their ideas are malleable. When you are growing up, when you are a child, you are very impressionable. It is very easy to convince a child of something. It's one of the reasons why the Kick app, the Discord mishaps, trying to avoid the YouTube algorithm, it's one of the reasons why those types of things are so prominent, because when teenagers specifically, interact with grown adults, people who are supposed to be trusted, it is too easy to convince them to do something for you, and that's what leads to so many victims. And so these kids, they watch these streamers, they watch these gamers, and they hear these things, they hear the R word as the punchline, and then they go out into the world, into their own gaming spaces, and they start using the R word as the punchline. And it's kind of like a trickle down thing, right? It starts with one jackass. That jackass influences these jackasses, and then all those jackasses influence all the jackasses down here, and it keeps going down and down, and it's harder to break a cycle that we've been working to before. This behavior, that clip that I showed you, is not just disgusting because it's disgusting for disgusting sakes. If it was maintained to just that one person, I'd go, wow, that dude's a fucking loser, and move on. But it's not. His audience that's watching him, there is probably children in that audience. That audience can be convinced that that is an okay thing to say, and then they will go out and they will say it to other people. And again, it's just like a vicious cycle. It goes, it goes. And this is just not an okay thing to have ever. This is not an okay thing to have happen. I don't understand why people see this kind of thing and they're like, the response is just mute, just don't engage, just don't do this. But we should not be ignoring problematic behavior. We should be looking to fix it, because ignoring problematic behavior is what got us to this point in the first place. But yeah, that's everything I have for you guys. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. You want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Need more Kaiser in your life? Well, I've got you covered. Check out my second channel, The Kaiser Extras, where I upload full gameplays, stream compilations, me reacting to your Dead by Daylight clips, and more. We also upload a daily short with all the greatest clips from stream. We'll see you over there. Link is in the description.